It's a new day for you. It's time to sing this song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing till the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. You're rich in love and You're slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness, I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. And on that day when my strength is failing, the end was near and my time has come. Still my soul will sing Your praise unending.
All right. All right. Thank you all for definitely tuning in today. As we discuss what's going on, let's go ahead and get some housekeeping out the way. All right. It stops here. The link is definitely pinned. All right. We got Deborah Nichols. Hello. Good evening. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you, Deborah Nichols, for coming by. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just actually pinned the link. If you would like to come up and sound off on what's going on in these streets, we have the pastor, he's going to be, the bishop, he's going to be protesting at the police station. And I really, really wish that, in my opinion, this man just takes time to heal. And I know we give our opinion, I know we give our commentary, but let's just say, he actually is having these moments as genuine. And I have to put myself in that position. Okay, if this happens to me and I react and I do something, what do I do? So I don't know what his thought process was when he decided to lay hands on this woman, but not for prayer. Not for prayer. And speaking of the situation, you guys can hit me with the tithes and offerings. You can sow into my channel. I'm an independent small channel content creator. I'm going to be honest. I'm not using the Lord. I ain't using nobody for nothing. I'm going to sit up here and ask you guys, if you feel it in your spirit, in your heart, feel free to donate to the channel. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and pull up this video of Bishop Whitehead. Let's go ahead and bring this video right on up. So just be patient with me, loves. I'm going to play this clip and I'm going to bring the video right on. Okay. Oh, not that one. The video. How do we do the video? There we go.
Queen Tulsa merchandise. Hello, guys. We do have masks. It stops here by Queen Tulsa. Thank you all for supporting so much. We do have our masks that are adjustable. You can adjust the straps, adjust to your liking. I want to thank you so much, and we will be getting justice. And I want to thank you in advance for your purchase. And just remember to always have gratitude, always show gratitude. Thank you so much. Now, allegedly, this is the church, right? It doesn't have a header. Guess what? Guess what? You guessed it. He's here. He's here. The Rolls Royce is out here. Police is in front of it. I already asked the lovely officer that's over there, was they here to protect the bishop? He said no. They're just here. They're here to protect everyone. So they're not here specifically to protect the bishop. But yeah, the Bishop Rolls Royce is out here, and the G wagon, the infamous G wagon is here, you guys. Yeah, I told y'all, I'm really outside. I'm out here now. Allegedly, this is the church, right? It doesn't have a header. Guess what? Guess what? You guessed it. He's here. He's here. The Rolls Royce is out.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about that so far? So you know what? I'm glad I made my statement before I went into talking, child, because I was like, I gotta put myself in his position. You know, okay, let's give this man the benefit of the doubt. So yes, I don't have a problem. That's why, see, if you look at this video, that's why I said let me go in at a different angle. Let me be sympathetic. Let me see where this man is coming from. But now it's starting to make sense. So let's continue to watch.
two young ladies, now that we know, have set up a whole disturbance scene because they are following and they were sent by some media bloggers that are trying to use what happened to me in robbery to get their following up and to get their content up. And when I was in church, I was preaching, and the 69th precinct, they have officers downstairs in front of my church to make sure that we don't get robbed anymore. The lady, I believe I'm just putting her name now, is Tasha King. Tasha, I don't know her last name, and another young lady came into my church, and one of my ministers told them that you cannot record, you can't record, and they began to make a scene. So I told them, let them record, let them record. They began recording, and she began to outburst and to cause a big disturbance in my church. So I said, come on over here, come on over here. Now on the side is where I have people line up for prayer. So she came up over here, not to the pulpit. Everybody keeps saying that I invite her in the pulpit. You have to be a minister to be in the pulpit in my church. So she came on the side and she began to yell at me. She began to cuss me out and say whatever she wanted to say. I let her say what she wanted to say, and I'm going to be posting more video because you guys didn't see the video inside of the church, so you'll be able to see everything. So she came over, she cursed me out, called me all type of names. I said, all right, me and my church started to pray. And I said, now you have to go. You have to get out. You have to go. What you guys don't see on camera is that she started to walk back to leave, and then she spit back around. And she came back after my wife and my daughter. So I have my wife and my daughter, who's 10 months old, sitting there, and she came and said, and now you're a liar, going towards my wife. And that's when you see her walk in front of me, going at my wife and my daughter, and I grabbed her. Everybody's saying that I choked her. How can you choke somebody from behind? I don't understand it. I never wrapped my arms around her neck. I have no fingernails, so they say that I scratched her. I don't have any fingernails. I never have fingernails. You can see I don't have fingernails. So I grabbed her from behind, by her shirt, from behind, and by her shoulder. And I escorted her out. And I'm going to be posting this video. I'm going to post a video. And actually, if you look on the blogger, there are two bloggers, Larry Reed and King Jive. All right, these two bloggers, they're nobody, but they're trying to get um, publicity off of me. They were the ones that sent these people here. So once again, Bishop Whitehead was set up. We are coming off of the eve of me being robbed by three gunmen. By three gunmen. Okay, that's the eve that we're coming off of. Three gunmen came and robbed myself, my wife, and my church. And the gunmen put a gun in my 8-month-old baby's face. Okay, and that's the only thing that I can remember. This lady had a bag under her arm, and she was going after my wife, and I grabbed her, and I took her out. I pushed her out, and I have the video. And the police officers saw the video. All the police officers saw the video that was there. I spoke to Chief Badry. I spoke to Inspector Stevenson. I spoke to the captain, which is the inspector of District Amadula. I spoke to him. He was at a wedding. I went through all of the chain of command to make sure that this lady was arrested. I went through all of the chain of command to make sure that they had the proper information to arrest this young lady, both of them. Nobody arrested them. They told me that the detectives was coming. Okay, the detective came. Her name was Francois, Detective Francois, and I'm filing a complaint against her. I'm filing a complaint against her because she was the one that gave the order to illegally arrest me. She didn't ask me no questions. She didn't ask the victim. She didn't ask my church no questions. She came on the scene. She had a conversation with the police officers, and she turned around and said, "Arrest her." Now, let's go back. Let's go back. My minister, once these ladies started to disturb my church, my ministers went downstairs to the offices and they were sleeping. Okay, they were sleeping. She went downstairs, they were sleeping, and she said, come upstairs, there's a problem." Okay, and the problem was going on.
And when I pushed the lady outside of the door, the officers was coming up stairs and they went right in their hand. However, if they wasn't sleeping, then they would have been able to understand what's going on. I just also posted on my page the women that created this disturbance to show the world that this was all premeditated. It was all premeditated. And what they say was they spoke to the NYPD and they asked them, "Are you protecting Bishop Whitehead?" And they laughed and said no. They said no. But if you're the NYPD and they're asking you questions about me and I was just robbed, wouldn't you do some investigation on it? And I specifically spoke to the police officers before I went upstairs and told them, okay, you guys, make sure you come up and do your rounds. They never did a round. They never did anything. The same police that was there to protect me was the ones that arrested me. I have knots on my arms because of the handcuffs, and I felt like my father. I felt they was taking my rights away, and to be honest with you, I really didn't care about anything at this point because, like I told the police officer, I said, I advocate for you guys. I advocate for you guys. I bring the community together with you guys, and I say, let's trust the NYPD. But now, how can I say, let me trust you, let the community trust you if I don't trust you? So they arrested me for nothing. For nothing. I didn't hit nobody, which I could have to defend my family. You charged at my wife and my 10-month-old baby. And how am I arrested? So Miss Francois, Detective Francois, came on the scene and ordered my arrest without having no conversation with me or anything. And I was detained and I was put right here in the 69th precinct, where I was thrown in a cage with another felon. Okay, so I was treated like a criminal. So I went from the pulpit to the cell for no reason. The New York Police Department failed me and failed my church. They failed me and failed my church. They were supposed to protect me and they arrested me. If I was a priest, if I was a Caucasian priest, it would have never happened. If I was a rabbi, it would have never happened. And that's why I came with my baseball hat on and my Fendi sweater. So therefore, I am, and I understand I don't look like a bishop. I understand I don't look like a pastor, but I am. I don't look like a doctor, but I have my doctor. 2 doctors. So at the end of the day, why do I have to change my style in order to get respect? I believe, and I'm going to do another live later on, I believe that the NYPD do not believe that I was robbed. I believe that they feel that I set this whole robbery up. And I've heard this from the NYPD, and I'm not going to say any names. What's going around in the NYPD is Bishop Whitehead set this robbery up. They staged it. So now, why would they respect me in my church if they feel that I'm a criminal? I'm a black man, so automatically I'm a criminal, right? So going through the NYPD, and it's verified, they believe that I set it up. So until they see, I guess, these criminals that when they get caught and they see that they're arrested and I have nothing to do with it and I'm a victim, then I want my apology. Because the NYPD, the media have set up, the media have set up a platform to believe that I'm not a victim, I'm a villain because I'm African American. I want to have a conversation with the commissioner. I'm not talking to nobody else. I want to have a conversation with the commissioner. And everybody knows that Mayor Adams is my mentor. Y'all done scared him away. I haven't spoken to him. Y'all, the media scares him away. I haven't spoken to him at all. The governor, I haven't spoken to her. Nobody has called me. But I guarantee you if I was a rabbi, I guarantee you if I was a priest, and I guarantee you if there was some gang violence, that's when they called me. That's when they all called me. That's when all of the politicians called me. Hey, Bishop Whitehead, I know you have relationships with the street. How can you help us? So everybody want to use me and abuse me, but yet I go from the pulpit to the prison cell because I had to protect my family. And then they come and say, Bishop, we're sorry. All the charges are void, and we're letting you out. After my shoestrings are out, after my belt is out, after my after the process of me being booked has already been done, you're gonna say I'm sorry? What was the reason for arresting me? You were supposed to protect me. So the reason why I'm having this press conference is for my family, for my friends, and for the world to understand that the NYPD has made a grave mistake. And they're going to respect Bishop Lamor Whitehead. I don't care if they don't like me. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But you're going to have to respect me. And there was untold amount of community affairs officers who I respect, called me and asked me and apologized on the behalf of the NYPD because they know my work. They know what I do. And I want my name to be known in a great way, not a criminal way. And I want the media to stop criminalizing me, right? You guys put what you want to put in the media. You say that I was convicted of identity theft. True. Scheme to defraud. True. All of that. Well, let's talk about how Suffolk County, the one that convicted me, the DA, Spoda, had to resign because he was under federal indictment. Why? Because he was manipulating paperwork and manipulating witnesses. And my search warrant and my case were all manipulated. And we're going through the process with that. Why don't we give that story? Why don't we give that story? Why don't we give the story, Bishop, let's see this paperwork that you have. So I can show you the search warrant that don't even have a judge name. It just has a stamp of the judge name that they used to execute. Let's talk about how they went all the way to Jersey, put stuff from my house in a garbage bag, put it in a truck illegally, and brought it back and tried me on it because I'm a black man. But all the media wants to talk about is this on. Let me see that. These people right here are important to me. That's why I'm doing this. Here you go. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about things that they did to me to get me in prison. All they want to talk about is my felony. But how did I get that felony? How did I get it? So I want a public apology from the NYPD. I'm calling on Mayor Adams and I'm calling on the governor of the state of New York to have a meeting with them. I want to meet with the powers that be. Don't ask me to do anything community until y'all meet with me. And I'm going to keep pushing this because y'all illegally detained me because I'm a black man. That's the only reason why they did it. That's the only reason why they did it. There's no other reason why they did it. I did nothing wrong. How do I call the police and the police that I call arrest me? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And at the end of the day, they brought back memories of how they killed my father, and to see my babies, to see the church, my church babies, look and cry because they was arresting their pastor for nothing. They can't get those memories out of their head no more. So what is the NYPD going to do now? What is the NYPD going to do now? Everybody want to come and try to put lawsuits on the bishop because of my name right now. Frivolous lawsuit. The media talks about how I stole something from a parishioner. She was never a parishioner and I didn't steal anything. That's why the case, the first part of it was dismissed. And if y'all do your research, you'll see that my attorney has already filed the entire thing to be dismissed. So that's the legal piece to that. But the media perpetrates me as a villain. I took from an old lady. I did this. I did that. Those are all lies. And I want the world to understand who Bishop Whitehead is. I'm a young black man that first loved the Lord. And I love my community. And if you ask all of these young men, all these young men, what have I done? You can go throughout Brooklyn, throughout New York City, talk to the community affairs, ask them what I do. I just gave away $25,000 in back to school and cookies. I shut the whole store down. Every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, I give away thousands of either toys or turkeys. I don't get no money from nobody, but yet they tell me I'm robbing a church. No, I'm in real estate. I have my doctorate in real estate. I can't do real estate. You talk about my Fendi. I can't wear Fendi. I can't wear Louis Vuitton. Why? Why? Why can't I? So now I'm everyone's arch nemesis because of the picture that you guys portray. So I wanted to just have this press conference to expose injustice. And when I tell you I really supported the NYPD, like I speak to them so much and we talk and we plan things because I feel that I have to do that because there's some really good people in NYPD, right? Very good people. I have a lot of friends with NYPD. But I feel that I had to do it because of what NYPD did to my father, right? So I wanted to bridge the gap because I'm supposed to be angry. Y'all took my
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Y'all come on in and let us have a quick conversation. Oh, is this thing buzzing already? All right. Let us have a quick conversation. Get in and out, man. But I gotta set the record straight. I just feel like I can't take talking about these nobodies. However, I have to just set the record straight, and that's just whatever it is. So, what's up, y'all? Y'all here? Y'all here? Y'all here? Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm standing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm hoping that you're. I'm hoping that you guys have a better understanding of what's going on. But for you, the people that is still talking crazy, um, yeah, I'm serving and doing the work, brother. I'm serving and doing the work. Amen. Yeah, it's amazing, y'all, how you know. I'm just gonna say what I gotta say, y'all. So I'm say what I gotta say. Y'all come on in and y'all share this. Share this. Y'all share this. Amen. I need to just thank you so much, Boston. Thank you so much, Boston. That's funny. That is so funny. That's so funny. Ask Show TV. That is oh my great. All right, y'all come on in, and I want y'all to tag those two bozos, Larry Reed and the dude that he called himself King Jive. Just tag those two bozos because I'm gonna set the record straight, and I'm like really just tired. I'm a preacher that you can't scare at all, and I know that you, Larry Reed, is just you're like a mosquito. Like you just the church just can't get rid of you. You are just trying to tear the kingdom of God down. And let me listen, y'all. Let me just say this, y'all. And I'm going straight to it. Larry Reed, King Jives, y'all probably kissing each other, honest with you. Now let me tell y'all this. Hold on one second. Let me tell you this, right? Tell you this. I have nothing against the LGBTQ AI plus. I wanted to make sure I got that correct. Nothing against them. They supported me in my board president race right here in Brooklyn. I have no problem with them.
But the problem that I have when you have two men, Larry Reed and this guy King Jive, why are you so obsessed with Bishop Whitehead? I like women, not men. Okay? That's why I married a wife. Okay? And you guys just making it very the followers and all of that good stuff. But why do you have to do this at the mercy of my church and my family? Right? We have video, Mr. Larry Reed, that this girl that you just interviewed, we got her on tape saying, and I want you to call her and ask her,
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will just, I guess, break this up into two parts. Um, my thing is, let's see. My thing is pretty much it's a lot going on. Just, uh, I guess, growing up, I didn't see like pastors like going into it, having a war, and not being godly to one another. It's like, when we have these people in these spaces, isn't it like treat your neighbor or like treat your neighbor how you want to be treated? You know, I mean, that's just my opinion. Oh, I love you. I hope you get the feeling better, Deborah. I really do. But my thing is, it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on with this whole situation with the woman. The woman's, she did go on an interview today to Larry Reed's channel, and she presented herself as though she wasn't there on no mess. She was just there to, um, you know, I guess for the service. And so yeah, it's becoming a lot. It's really becoming a lot. Like no other. For you know a situation, being that you were just in a situation. So yeah, it's a lot. It's tough. It's You guys sound off in the comments and tell me what you think about it. We're going to actually go ahead and wrap the show there. Make sure you get your mask. It stops here. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa, and it stops here. Queen Tulsa merchandise. Hello, guys. We do have masks. It stops here by Queen Tulsa. Thank you all for supporting so much. We do have our masks that are adjustable. You can adjust the straps, adjust to your liking. I want to thank you so much, and we will be getting justice. And I want to thank you in advance for your purchase. And just remember to always have gratitude.